Hey, this is Nathan with Analog Reviews, and today we're having a look at the first episode of The Wolf Among Us. The game is based on the graphic novel series Fables, and is developed by Telltale Games, who are best known for their work on The Walking Dead. Based in an alternate reality where all fables and urban legends are true, as they are in fact hiding amongst us in New York City. Set in the 1980s, you assume the role of Sheriff Bigby, better known as the Big Bad Wolf. It's your job to police all of the other fairy tales, making sure that none of them are discovered. You'll interact with characters such as Snow White, Ichabod Crane, and one of the three little pigs, making friends and enemies along the way. Things quickly spiral out of control though when a murder is committed, where it's your job to piece things together and find the culprit. Similar in a lot of ways to LA Noire in the way you examine crime scenes, but mixed with a bit of the Telltale charm as you interact with the other urban legend inhabitants. Ultimately, you're forced to pick sides, which will no doubt allow for some elements of replayability. The gameplay is much like what you would come to expect, with similar controls to The Walking Dead. You click where you want to go and interact with different objects. There are also quite a few action-oriented scenes, which are all controlled with QuickTime events. Failure will generally result in the death of Bigby, in which case you can simply reload a checkpoint. The game also features interactive dialogue sequences where you can choose how to react or behave.
Please, Bigby. Promise me you won't tell Beast you saw me. He worries too much as it is, and it would just make my life a lot easier.
Telltale promises that your decisions will have a major impact on the story. However, that is yet to be determined at this point, since only the first episode is available. The art direction is really well done, as it makes you feel like you're part of a comic book. The visuals, voice acting, and character expressions are all quite immersive, as is the music, which fits the whole 1980s vibe. Overall, the first episode of The Wolf Among Us does very well to establish a scene, and creates a great foundation for the remaining episodes to build on. Although the first episode is rather short, at around an hour and a half in length, it makes quite the impression and ends with a cliffhanger, which really keeps you on the edge of your seat as you wait for the second episode. I will admit that it's hard to review just a single part of the game at this point, but I greatly enjoyed it. Stay tuned in the future as we cover the additional episodes as they're released, as well as reflect on the game and score it as a whole.